So Sam, we're on the eve of the season, but firstly, we've done it with Hamza now and announcing you as vice captain. Firstly, what's your reaction to that news?
Yeah, it's obviously it's an honour, especially with the dressing room we've got. To be seeing the gaffer to pick me as a leader in there, it's a real honour. So I've done it at quite a few clubs I've been at, so I'd like to use my experience to help younger players.
What was the conversation like between yourself and Craig when he actually asked you to become vice captain?
He pulled me and Hamza together and just said obviously Hamza in one, but to me, I talk anyway in games, so for me I sort of, without being the match day captain, sort of try and play like that anyway and talk and organise players around me just through experience.
How important is it to have that sort of leadership dotted around? Obviously vice captain and captains are just roles, but when you're seeing yourself, Hamza, Paul Green, Terry all talking to players around them, how good is it to have that many leaders on a pitch?
You can't buy experience, and we've all been in promotion fights, relegation battles, so you've got all that, what we can help the good young players through in games, and not just game seasons, because you hit points where you have low points, you have high points, but as you get older you're never too high, never too low. You just sort of know what a season takes, and there'll be teams come the first 5-6 games win every game and everyone's getting carried away. There'll be teams that don't, that come end of the season will be up there, so it's a roller coaster.
Speaking of Hamza specifically, what do you see from Hamza? What sort of leader have you seen from him when playing with him?
Yeah, he's vocal, he talks, he's not like aggressive in the way he tells players. He's a leader, a real leader that people respect. So, like you say, other players as well, Greeny, but they're well respected within the squad, especially the younger players. And I believe some of these younger players we've got in this squad, even lads on the outskirts of the squad, they can go and have good careers higher up the leagues if it's not with us, with other clubs, because there's some real good ability there.
How have you found playing with them as the squad as a whole?
There's some ability there. We've got a very good team. We've just got to make sure that we stay on it all season, and consistency. In some games you're not going to play well, you just got to win. That's the hardest thing in football. It's easy to lose week in, week out. It's the easiest thing because you're not running hard enough or you're not doing the right things in certain situations, whereas winning, that takes a lot of good things as well as hard work, and you see it at every level. Teams that work the hardest and have that bit more quality win leagues, and I'd like to think we're going to be up there.
And that professionalism, in a sense, having that from day one, it's sort of just been carried through, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've got standards. We won't let them slip in terms of with each other. If we're honest with each other, and that's how it's got to be. End of the day, chairman's paying his money into the squad, and obviously people get carried away with that and think we're on hundreds of thousands a week or month or whatever, but we're not. We've just got lads that buy into the project, and we won't let things slide. That's how it's got to be, with everything, fines, and not just that, on the field as well. So
obviously tonight signified the final training session before the season gets underway. Thinking about pre-season as a whole, we've talked to Hamza about the games, and certain games like the Farsley Celtic one and Scarborough more recently, where we've impressed and gone, won all of them bar the Barnsley fixture. Just sum up pre-season, how you felt?
You know what, it's irrelevant. It really not irrelevant in terms of the hard work we've done. We've done some real hard work, and we've got minutes into legs, and lads kept fit, and we've got a full team to pick from. So in terms of that, it is results wise, don't look into it. That's what I sort of meant when I said irrelevant, because it's not, because you need it all. But in terms of results, you can't look into anything. Teams are playing lesser teams, playing better squads, and lads are on holiday at other clubs, and you know what I mean, you don't really play against. But I'd like to think a lot of the teams we have played have been at full strength, and we've held our own against them, which you'd expect with the experience we've got. But looking forward to Saturday now. We're fit, we're strong, every lad in the dressing room all fit, and we're all down on our weights from when we first come in, 2 kg, 3 kg, so the lads are in good shape, ready to go for the season.
You touched on it a little there, Stockton away on Saturday, a very tough first fixture, a side that's expected to be up there. What are your thoughts going into that one?
Can't wait, looking forward to it. We know all about them, watch our clips on them, we know what they're about. They've got some good players, but so have we. At the end of the day, we're going up there and we're going up there to win. I don't worry about teams too much. I think on the day, if we're right and at it, we're a match for anyone, even the leagues above. So don't fear anyone, and you look forward to it. As you get older as well, you love first game of the season. There's nothing better, and like I say, the shape we're in fitness wise, I'd play anyone higher up, so I'm not fussed.
And finally, the fans have sort of had your name on their lips, talking about your performances in pre-season and your battling qualities on the eve of the season, and to get them fired up and in supporting the North East. Have you got a final message for them?
Yeah, just stay right behind us. It's a long old season. You get Christmas and all the there's loads of games to play, but just stick with us, get behind us, and I know they will here. And the better we do, the more fans come through the turnstiles, and let's start getting them 1,000+ crowds and really build something here, because teams coming here against with the team we've got, and obviously against the supporters as well. If it's a good atmosphere, we'll win more often than we don't. So just thank them for the support of the pre-season, and look forward to seeing and meeting a few over the season with the season tickets and stuff. So keep supporting us.